Hi everyone, it's Giselle, and in this video I'm going to make the bird's wings. I'll have to speed this video up a little bit because it will take too long for me to show everything. Right now I'm just going to take a piece of clay and make it into the same shape as the wing. This piece of clay will be my wing when I'm done with it. I'm just going to put it near the bird's body. Just want to see where I want my wing. And now I'm just going to make sure that this piece of clay will begin to look like a wing. I'm just going to cut some clay off of the wing. I want the wing to have that nice round curve, just like the bird in the photo. My wing was a bit too thick, so I needed to cut some clay off. In the beginning, when I was making the wings, I wasn't quite sure how I was going to make the wings. The one photo of the bird, the wings were flat against the body and I didn't like it that much. So I decided to go with the wings that looks like he just landed or something, and I quite like that idea, so I'm going to make the wings just like that. I have a lot of photos that I'm working off. Just add some more clay if your wing is too loose. The clay will help the wing stay. I had to cut off a lot of clay because my wing wasn't right. But my wing was also too small, so I needed to add more clay. It's very important for me to get the shape of the wing right before I add the details. I have to make sure that my wing is nice and tight and it doesn't fall off. So I have to make sure that the wing is also not too heavy. Because if the wing is too heavy, it won't stick on the bird. Right now I'm just making sure that the shape of my wing is exactly like the bird in the photo. I have to make sure that this wing is the way I want it, that it has those nice curves that the wing is making before I start making my other wing. I didn't want my bird's wings to be that open, just a little bit, just to show that he isn't taking off, more like he's landing or something. Now I'm just adding a little bit more clay, just to make sure that this wing is strong enough and is the right shape. I'm just gonna put a stick straight through. This will help support the wing's weight. I'm just gonna make sure that the wing is nice and strong. Now I have to make sure that I hide that stick a little bit. You cannot let it stick out of the statue. You must make sure that it's not sticking out anywhere. No one wants to see a stick sticking out of a statue. Now I'm just gonna add some more clay to the wing. Just smooth it out a little bit. Once I'm done and happy with my wing, I will start making the other one, but first I have to make sure that this wing is the right size, shape and form, just the way I want it. Just gonna scrape a few clay off at the wing. I want it to make that beautiful curve that the bird has. Now I'm just gonna make sure that the wings curves are right. These wings are not that open, they have like this nice round curve, like the bird is pulling in the wings, and I'm just gonna make sure that my wings are the same shape and size. This took a long time to make these wings. It took me a few days, so it is a lot of time that you have to spend on these wings. I'm finally going to start with my second wing. This stick will show me where I'm going to put my wing. It gives me an idea of where I should put it. Now I'm just going to make sure it's sort of the same shape as the wing. The stick that I put in was a bit too long, so I need to cut it before I placed my wing. And now that I have finally placed my wing on a bird, I can see what I have done wrong. So I have to cut off some clay just to get the form of the wing right. I have to make sure that I get that nice curve on the other wing. I want this bird's wings to look nice and with a bit of a curve. Now I'm just gonna make sure that this wing is exactly the way I want it. I'm just gonna add some more clay because my wing was a bit too thin. I have to make sure that both of these wings look exactly the same and that they're nice and round. The wings have to be positioned right as well. I cannot make one mistake on this bird. Now I'm just going to make sure that they are positioned right. And now I just have to see if I've done everything right, where I have to add more clay or where I have to take more clay off, and to smooth out the edges. It's very important that these wings look exactly like the bird's wings in the photo. I had to work from a lot of photos of kingfishers, and I had to interpret how the wings would look like. Now I'm just cutting off a little bit of clay. The wing was too thick. It's very important that the wing isn't heavier than the rest of the body. Now I'm just going to take my small scraping tool. I'm just going to scrape a bit of clay off because my wing looked a little bit too thick, and I wanted to have that nice curve in the inside of the wing. So I'm just going to thin out the wing a little bit. Now I'm just going to make sure that my wings are nice and smooth. Now I'm going to take my scraper and just scrape all of those unnecessary clay off. I want my wing to look in the inside nice and smooth with a bit of a curve. Must have that beautiful curve that this bird has. This nice round shape. Now I'm going to do the same with my other wing. I'm going to use the small scraper and just scrape off all the unnecessary clay. I'm going to make sure that the shape of the wing is just right by scraping off some of the clay. Just like I done with the other wing, I'm going to scrape off all the unnecessary clay using the small scraper. Just scrape off all of that clay, making it a nice round shape. I'm finally done with my bird's wings. Next time I'll do the bird's beak. And thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe at the end of the video.